So what were we saying?
Just really,
Just continue our conversation.
No, yeah, I was just because it's just kind of far away. You might want to maybe just bring it in a little bit.
Okay, bring it in a little.
Just because the audio is gonna be trash.
Just make sure everybody's.
That's better. That's better.
That's it. So I like just to document everything.
No, that's good. No, that's good. But I was just saying that your audio is gonna be bad if it's that far away.
yeah. I feel like I just like there's like I feel like I'm at a point where like I'm hitting a certain block, right? Where it's like I need that life coach pretty much that comes in and just like help me identify the certain issues because I noticed I dealt with everything in my life by myself for so long, and like I did it well, like I managed it well, like so far, like I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like just with all my experience I dealt with it well, like because that's like, and I noticed.
I think one of the things that what I learned from like having that type of coaching is you don't realize like all the mental blocks that you have.
Yeah.
And for me, what having that person does for me is more of a it gives me the tools to deal. So something as simple as breathing, like breathing through certain situations, because what's happening is that stress is building that cortisol, which is that stress hormone. And once it starts to get into your brain, you kind of like, if you have a lot of it out, a lot of cortisol that builds up, that's how people get like heart attacks and depression and all those different things. So it's really about like, the real thing is like, do you have the tools to deal with yourself, and do you have the tools to mentally unlock that peak performance when you need it? Is it on demand? Can you command that peace of mind that you need to make that sale or pitch that person? Like, what gives you the confidence you never met that guy, but you had the confidence. What goes through your mind before that even happens?
So there's a certain amount of people that I interact with on a daily and weekly basis, right? And within that amount of people, it requires a certain amount of money to take my mom to the nail salon, to take my mom out to dinner. Ever since I turned 21, I want to share that first drink with her at a restaurant or public place. The thing that's standing in the way is the money. So when I look at him, I see my mom telling her no and telling her yes. So I get up out the chair and do that because I'd rather have him tell me no than me tell my mom no and seeing her cry or seeing her be avoidant.
When did you develop that? When did you develop that framework?
Well, my all right. So I told you my pops left when I was 2.
Yeah.
Then I had a stepdad in my life. He's still in my life and everything. But a part of him left when he got lymphoma, cancer, like 4 or 5 years ago, right? So my little brother, he was still in middle school at the time. My older brother, he's like 26, 27 years old, but he still like kind of lives off unemployment and like kind of like riding the wave of like not having a job.
Yeah.
Even though he's like graduated from like St. John's business degree, all that.
Oh my goodness.
International business degree. But he's kind of like drinks a lot and don't really do much. So I need to be the man that left when my pops got cancer. He survived, but he's the only one that had that cancer that still can tie his shoes from like one of the best treatment centers in America. It's in Jersey for lymphoma. This guy's treated tons of people, like hundreds of people, and like I said, my pops was the only one that still could tie his shoes. You know what I'm saying? So a part of him left my mom's life, a part of him left my brother's life, and everyone else in my family. So I'm the one. No one else is going to do it if I don't do it.
So you kind of created this framework of tell my mom no. I'd rather hear no from somebody else. No.
Like for example, today I got off of my shoot today. I could have went home from the shoot and just went home and did my shit on my dolly, but instead I wanted to bring Abe a coffee. You know what I'm saying? That's $5. You know what I'm saying? Instead of not having this interaction with Abe that led to me meeting you.
Interesting.
I'd rather work 12-hour day off 3 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then I could sleep. You know what I'm saying? Whenever. You know what I'm saying?
So hey, what keeps you motivated? Like, what keeps you hungry like you are right now?
To be frank, I feel like for me it's regret.
That's
Like-
an interesting angle.
Like, it's
Wait. You're afraid of a regret, or you have regret?
no, it's regret. It's just the fear of regret. Right?
Like-
It's just, like fear of regretting not doing something.
Yeah, FOMO.
Like
fear
pretty
of
much,
missing out, yeah.
pretty much like kind of similar frame. Like for me, it's like if I'm gonna regret not doing something, or regret like the fact that I didn't say or I didn't do it, it's like the fear of like, what if it's more scary than like, okay, at least I tried, at least I did it, and it didn't succeed, but that was a great experience. That was a learning experience, and like being in like, cause I experienced regret in my life. Right?
Yeah.
Within certain situations, like I wish I would have done it this way. I wish I would have been more bolder. I wish I would have. And it's like to me, it's like I don't want that. So I'd rather deal with the mistakes and fixing that. That's more like cause it's like, let's say if it's like if I broke this, right? If okay, I can fix it. You know what I'm saying? It's fixable.
Yeah.
Like this is really fixable,
Yeah.
right? But what's not fixable is more regret, because it's like it's done. Like you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing with it besides dealing with it, right? And then you gotta heal, and then it's more internal, it's more difficult, it's more internalized.
There's
So it's
something.
like,
Oh, go ahead. Finish it.
but like that's really what it is for me. It's like that. I mean, family, of course. That's really what it comes forward to it. Like it's, as he said, like it's pretty much my dad was really the backbone of everything, and noticing that like I'm the only one in my family that is in a certain position to do a lot of stuff. Like like to do certain things, to have the flexibility, to have the ability. I feel like it's selfish of me or ignorant of me to waste my talent and my gift and not really live into my purpose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like I really feel bad when I'm not doing what I gotta do.
I see. Yeah.
Or
You feel the pressure on you.
yeah, because it's like I feel like I put it.
Do you feel it? Wait. Okay. I'm gonna ask both of you. Sorry for cutting you off, because I'm hearing a theme here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm hearing the theme, and the theme is like both for being in your 20s. You feel all this pressure of adult life.
Yeah, I mean since early.
Are you self-creating this, or this is like real pressure that you're really feeling?
What do
Is this
you mean self-creating
like
versus-
you're creating a pressure for yourself that you really don't have to have because you're 20?
Or people are telling you're saying, are people telling you, or are you telling yourself?
So
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
From my experience, I feel like it's because of what I went through, right? Like, I feel like I seen certain situations, like for example, like my mom had to work. My mom never worked until my dad got sick the last 2 months before he passed away. So I seen the fact that like my mom had to work. Like that was
so
like.
that how old were you when you saw that?
Like that was like around like 10, 9 years old, right? So I'm seeing my mom working for the first time in her life, or the fact that like I didn't feel good to ask my mom for money or anything, like even for little field trips or because it's like I know like she didn't have it, right? Or that we used to only shop like literally when we came to the United States, bro, like. Yo, this is crazy.
You go, bro. Take your time.
That's crazy. It's like, I really just remember it. It's crazy. We used to only shop one time a year.
And that was it. So that is like, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing that really you can
crazy.
touch it. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, you came so far since then, bro.
Let that breathe. Let that breathe.
Yo, that's crazy. Y'all even forgot about that.
Let's not even try to go to the next subject. Just feel into that, right? Just feel into what you're feeling right now, because it's there for a reason. It's there that you forgot it. You kind of like you compartmentalized it. You know what I mean? You compartmentalized it, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, bro.
It's okay. Just feel it.
Yeah, feel it.
Because our ego wants to try to get to the next subject, but we're not going to allow our ego to do that.
Yeah.
We're just going to allow us to kind of like sit with Abe in this situation.
Yeah.
And because it's real, man, because it's just real. There's nothing really to say about it.
You got it, bro. You
Yeah,
really came so far, like, since then, you know what I'm saying? You putting on for your fam. And you know what I'm saying? You sacrifice every single day for that. And we see it. That's why I spend all this time with you, trying to, you know, put you on certain things and just spend time with you because you're a good man in addition to the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's
it, bro.
I really appreciate that. So that's what it was. It's like, that's what it is. Like, really, what boils down to it is like, as you said, like, I feel like in my lifetime, it was like, I really had no issues. Like, especially with me, like, I could pretty much, bro, I could be thrown anywhere, bro, and I would survive. Like, I had that ability of maneuvering, adapting to the situation. Like, I'm equipped with life. Like, I know how to deal with life.
Yeah.
Like, at an early age, I learned how to maneuver and just deal with situations. I know how to deal with stress when it comes to me. My stress comes from being able to take care of others that's around me. Like, not being able to take care of my family.
Yeah.
Or being a help. And I realized that a lot of my stress really comes from finance. It's not that I feel like I feel less loved.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
It's really to the core. It was really, there was like lack of money that created all the stress in my life. I could literally point to every single issue I had in my life. It lacked nothing besides it was the lack of money. Not because there was too much money. It was because of lack of money. And that's why, like, my whole journey right now, it's not, I'm not money driven. I'm really on the journey of financial literacy. So that way I can deal with that problem, that core problem, right? And then I could go ahead and deal with other stuff. But I feel like the core of it was the lack of money. Like, every issue, like, I could literally point out every issue, even with my ex, like, there was a lot of situations, like, I feel like if I was in a better situation, we could have still been together. You know what I'm saying? I could have took her out of her family and put her in a new place, and we could have just had our own chapter.
I see what
You know what I'm saying? I know with my mom, I could have helped her with certain things. I could have funded my brother's dream already, and he could have been already a DJ already. You know what I'm saying? So there was certain things I'm like, yo, it was a lack of money that created a lot of stress, you know.
Now I see why, because when there's a lack of money, there's a lack of value, right? So it's now I see now you change. Like, you're so, like, zoned in on creating value. So hearing you say that kind of helps me see
the bigger picture for
the
Abe,
bigger picture for Abe. Because I see Abe when he was working at Starbucks. I've seen him grow. You know what I mean? And now I see him touching base to that experience. It's like, oh, that's where that's coming from. Where Abe is like giving value first. Like, he's always about value. And finances rise to the level of value that you create. And that, when you really drill it down, is like, what skills do I need to develop? Right? What skills do I need to develop? Like, you have photography and videography and marketing and all those things. It really comes down to skills, right? It's about, I have this thing called KNEES, K-N-E-E-S. And it's knowledge, network, education, experience, and then skills. And then anytime I get stuck and like, man, what am I gonna do? I always get on my quote unquote knees. I get on my knees. I was like, okay, what knowledge do I need right now? Like, what do I need to know? And then I'm like, okay, who do I need to know? And then it's like, okay.
Wait, can you say that again?
Yeah, knees. What's that?
So
knowledge
N is the network.
Oh, network.
Like, who do I, like, now I have this knowledge, who do I need to know? Because what happens is once you kind of like learn the knowledge, like how you guys are talking to the finance guy, like, there's a certain language that he speaks that you can continue the conversation. So now I understand the language. Now I can say, okay, who do I need to know? And now I can build my network. And then it's not enough there. True education is making that knowledge usable.
Exactly. Thank you.
Usable. Utility. What's the utility of it?
Helping solve a problem.
Now, that's true
or
education.
Make somebody's systems easier. Technology.
It is a technology. Like, a spoon is a technology.
Because it makes something easier. An ecosystem, an interaction, things like that.
Boom. And then after the education is then the experience. Because now that you can make this knowledge usable because you're networking with people, you kind of like trading notes now, it's like I'm getting experience, and that experience creates the last S, skills, and that's the, like I call it. It's like a wealth. Like how do you create wealth? Like it's really I'm always asking myself, like, what do I need to know?
What's the formula?
What's the formula? That's how
That's why when you bring the structure and be professional.
You be professional. You be professional. It's in the value that you're creating. And once you find it, like you found value and you're creating value and you're seeing everything rise up to the level of the value that you're creating. So now it's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? That you're solving that money problem that you were talking about.
Because, like, I experienced it. Like, for example, like when I refinanced the house, right? And I was able to get that money. Like, I mean, I had to pay, of course, like
some expenses.
Yeah, a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like I was that I had to pay. Like I had to get the car because it was like my car was like really like like that shit was like any day now. So I got a new car, and then I paid $1,000 for my mom, and I had to pay $1,500 for my brother because his car got towed away. And if I didn't have that, he didn't even have it. Imagine if I didn't have it.
Exactly how I think.
You know what I'm saying? Like this was a real life situation, and we didn't even know it was that much. We had to go to 4 different corners. Right here, like the one on right here on 6th, right there on 12, the one on 10th Street, and then we have to go to the one on where the towing place on 2nd Street
to get it back.
Right, and each one will cost like about $300 minimum, 3 something, 400. So it's like imagine like he didn't have none of that. So imagine if I didn't have it. And I would just paint it with no problem. But imagine if I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I didn't even see you, bro.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Oh, we found them.
Yeah, right.
I found them.
I didn't even like see you, bro. I came in, I was here the whole time.
Word, what's good?
But yeah, so it's like it's really that. Like the fact, like imagine if I didn't have that. Yeah. So that means his car would still been towed. It would have been an extra $40 a day to tow it. To pay for it. So how long is he even gonna have that $1,500? It was gonna take a long time. Yeah. So it's like.
If you don't have it at that moment, it's going to grow exponentially.
So it's as he said, like it's like a seed. It's gonna grow. It's like a disease. So it's even gonna get harder to even take out the car. So it's like I'm like so a situation like that makes me like I have to keep like right now like I ain't gonna lie like that's a lot of money I took out. But I mean I fixed my life.
Yeah.
But it's like like I really like I invested a lot of money to fix my life. Now my funds are really low, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I fixed a lot of problems in my life, but it's like that's my thing. It's like that's why I need to really like gain like add more value and make a lot of money. Yeah. Not for me necessarily.
For those when those situations come back
when
again.
When situation like that happen, they don't have to be stressed, and I could be like, yo, let me relieve that stress.
I got it. Yeah.
And then you could do a payment plan with me instead of trying to do it with someone else that's gonna pay crazy ass interest.
Yeah.
Being able to relieve stress off the people around me.
That's the key.
That's really what it really boils down to.
That's the key.
Because to me, I'm okay. I can survive. Like that's not a problem. Like I literally could live survive anything, bro. Like I'm a very adaptable. Like I'm like even my personality is likable. So like I can survive, bro. Like I can go to anywhere and I can survive. I know how to maneuver. I know how to adjust, but like the people around me, they not everybody have the skill set I have, or the personality, right?
The tools.
Right?
The tools.
So so it's like to me, it's like but at least like I can't have them work all day late, but at least I can take care of the financial stress.
Yeah.
So that way they could deal with other stuff.
Exactly. Like I'd rather have the problem than you. You know what I mean? So I'll take on that debt. I'll give you that money. Because I'd rather be down 700 than you, because I know how much harder it is for you than it is for me.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Especially the people that you care and love so much.
So that's really what it boils down to. Like, and as I said, that's what like everything was really tying down to finance. So I remember as I said, like it was like literally we go to like my mom would take us like farming mill, bro. Like literally
farming mills in Philly,
bro. I swear to God, bro. It would be like one time out of the year, and that was during income tax.
Oh, at the top of the year.
It was only during the income tax. So it's like we go to Farmer's Mill and we there. If it's an hour, it's an hour. Like, yo, whatever you get, that's whatever you get.
That's it.
If
Oh,
you-
for that whole year.
That's it.
That's it.
So it's like if you don't buy that shoe or that shirt, that's it. Like you're gonna have to wait a whole income tax to even go get whatever you can get. So imagine it's like knowing that like, yo, we're gonna be here for an hour or two or whatever, how long it is to make that
It's
decision.
huge. It's a big place.
So it's like, and it's not like it's a Christmas, a gift.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a survival thing.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it's one thing when you know it's like a reward. Like, oh, like yo, it's like a Christmas. Let me buy you a present. No, it's
Yeah.
not a present. It's like this is where you're gonna wait for the rest of the year. This is gonna be your clothes for the rest of the year. So it's like it created like a stress for me. Like damn, it's like like I have to know
That's
what the
tough.
hell I'm getting. Like if I'm buying that shoe, I better like that shoe. Like you know what I'm saying? If I'm buying that shirt, I better really like that shirt.
That's real, because you're going to be wearing it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the whole year. Like unless I have any other stuff that I could wear. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like seeing that, it was like that was part of my whole like really figuring out myself and how can I really like deal with that financial stress. That's what it boils down to. It's really that. And then on top of that, bro, to just layer it, which even makes it worse, which makes it more stressful. I got a whole living tribe, like in my country, from my dad's side, let alone my mom's side, that literally I have to take care of as well. Like literally, because I'm the only one that's out here.
Wow, so that's
Like so, I like not one person. Imagine a
You're talking
tribe,
about a tribe.
bro. Like
Freaking
real
tribe.
life,
A
like
tribe,
not,
like a tribe.
like not like. So imagine like yo, like a whole tribe, like people that's blood related to me.
because they see you're in America and they're like, yo, this guy's probably like
Do you know what I'm
balling
saying?
out.
So imagine like you got that group of like whole tribe that you in a position that they not. How can I show?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
It creates such a stress for me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because
I can see that.
Because my uncle like calls me and he wants to come to America. That's why I'm about to go get my citizenship. So that way I could bring him here. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like, how can I even help my family back home? Like you know what I'm saying? Because it's like my brother's not gonna do it. They're not in a position to do it.
So I hear that common theme between both of you.
Yeah.
Do you think your peers? Hey Tony. Good. Do you think your peers understand? Because you guys are different. Let's put it. You're not like your peers. Do you think your peers understand how this lifestyle choice that you both made to be like
Sacrifice up front and then reap the benefits.
Because I'll be
later.
honest, in my 20s, I was nowhere near here. Like, it took me a time to kind of get to where your mindsets are at right now.
Well, the difference is we didn't have a choice. That's the whole point.
I think that's the difference. I think that's the difference.
Because when you know it's like you when your back is against the wall, and
Yeah.
you know you're the last hope. It's a whole different person.
Because basically, like, the world basically dealt you this card that's saying, hey, here's your current situation. You're going to open your eyes one day, like as a conscious adult, and you're just going to realize, oh, I'm here right now. I'm just here. You know? So it's like, what the hell are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And then not only you, but basically, if the situation permits, your peoples as well, because they depend on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's
becomes very
basically
clear right
it.
off the bat.
Like when you know you're the last, like you know what I'm saying? It's like you're the last one. Like if you don't figure it
Sure,
out, that's
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be really honest. I don't understand that. Like my situation's different. Like my 2-parent home, my dad and mom still living.
Yeah.
I guess you can say middle class.
Yeah.
Never really went without anything.
Yeah. That's where you can go.
And have a pretty strong family.
Yeah.
I don't know what it feels like to be like that last, like, man, if I don't do that, like I have a family, I'm married, and like, but I'm trying to be empathetic to being in your shoes.
No, yeah, because I grew up in a upper middle class household
Yeah.
as well. Like I grew up in a big crib, like, you know what I'm saying? But the difference is my parents they'll buy you your first phone, but if you break it, you buy the next one,
yeah.
and that's it.
But
and
so
then
they
you
did
buy
kinda
all your
keep
own
that,
shit.
yeah.
Like, hey, when school comes around for the year, yeah, we'll take you out and get you clothes.
Yeah.
But after that, it's you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like my family, like my parents in the crib and my brothers and sisters, none of them really talk. Like they're very like hiding in their own edge of the house kind of thing. So there's like no love, there's none of that. So my grandparents was the one that really I connected with. They're like my actual parents.
I see.
So it's like, hey,
So even
if
in
I
the
spend my
household-
whole day working, and basically that their days are numbered, they're older. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it's like I'm working for my freedom just to spend the time with the people that I want to before the time is up.
Yeah, because you can see it's a time ticker. 'Cause, yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, all right, I need to hustle, I need to finesse, I need to do whatever I got to do to get to this end goal of, hey, having the time to be able to take the weekend off and go to Pittsburgh to see my family.
Oh, they're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, Florida now, but yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from Pittsburgh.
Oh, you're from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I moved out here when I was like 10. But yeah.
Yeah, that's man.
But yeah, that's what fuels us.
Let's stop it there.